Yes, 1212. Don't forget to log on to doggiediamondsnofilter.com. That is the official website of Doggie Diamonds. That is doggiediamondsnofilter.com. You should have this bookmark in your phone or bookmark it on your PC or your MacBook. The links are right below in the description, doggiediamondsnofilter.com. And let me give you some information. Have you heard about my $100 promo deal? If not, let me give you some information right now about the promotion that you will be purchasing. The promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's on the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the Thread, Facebook, and the Twitter accounts for both of those accounts. I could promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only, must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just contact me at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Contact me at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. So, I'm here. Get those likes up too. Took a couple of days off, but I'm here. And I see the supporters are in the building. The winning team. E. Blandon is here. Big Mars in the building. Moderator. Enlightened Ones. The Enlightened Ones is here. Neltron 8000 is here. Brooklyn GQ is in the building. King Michael Coy is in the building. The Sun God. Yes, we are in the Twilight Zone. A Child is here. How are you? Official. KNG. KFG. No, what am I saying? Official KNG. FST. Goodness gracious. Sincere, what's going on? Kelly Mills is in the building. Aruba 927 is in the building. Those are the moderators. Maxwell Trucking is in the building. Mr. No Tolerance. NTE is in the building. The Kitchen Clothes Podcast is here. Self-Made TV is here. Pamela Lee is here. Stacks Vuitton is in the building. Iceberg Slim is here. Get the likes up. We need the likes up. Yes. And just in case you forgot,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
yes. Many people. Brick Flipper, what's up? Many people always ask, who did the music? Who did the intro music? And I gotta let you know.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Check Vids Online, what's up? Willie Fisher, what's up? Get the likes up. Hit the like. Westcott Entertainment, what's up? I decided to go live on the late night. Had a busy day today. See some little babies outside of Walmart. They had a lemonade stand, so I had to stop and buy some of their lemonade. And they had some chips. 2 little 4-year-old babies. They was out there with their mother. Then they started hitting me with their swords and stuff like that. The lemonade stand, shout out to them. Yes. Clipto, what's up? Get the likes up. Got 30 likes, over 100 people in the building. We got to get those likes up. Them likes have to match the people that's in the building. It's late, Saturday night. Just watch boxing today. Nate Jackson, what's up? I see you. We here. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
They be forgetting. So I bought a pair of bags of chips. I bought some Sun chips, and I bought some Smart Food popcorn. They were selling it for $2 a bag. So you know we always gotta support the children. Always gotta support the children. The children are the most important. Virginia Maldonado, how are you? Philly She, what's going on? So, as you can see, what tonight's topic is about. You can see what tonight's topic is about. Chad Smith, what's up? Jay Scott, I see you. Unknown Raider guy, yes. We're going to talk about that tonight. Grinch Brothers, what's up? So, shout out to the West Coast. Shout out to all the black men who were black moguls who made it, first and foremost, who made it. But then we also have to speak about those who that pack up. So the first one that I did like this was me and my cousin, prior before the fall, Diddy and Dame Dash. So if anybody that might think it's some biasness or you or East Coast bias and all that. No, no, no. The first one was two of the top dogs from the East Coast. That was Diddy and Dame Dash. That was the first episode I did of this. Now I'm doing another episode because I thought about Suge. And it's hard not to think about Suge just the way sometimes you think about Biggie. You'll think about Pac. When you think about Pac, you think about Biggie. When you think about Nas, you think about Jay-Z. It's hard not to see Diddy going through all of this that he's going through and not think about Suge Knight. At one point, they were the two most powerful urban black men in the culture. And I hate to have to say that, because it's so much racial undertones and kind of corny. But they both were powerful. They both had companies. And Suge Knight once was running a $100 million company. Now, this is in the the mid-90s. This is unheard of. $100 million. Like, we couldn't fathom that. Us being where we from, us hearing $1 million is a lot of money. He once had a $100 million company. Now he's in prison. So I want to go through the timeline of the pride and then the fall. I didn't know who Suge Knight was. We knew who Dr. Dre was from being in NWA. First, when we knew about NWA, we knew Ice Cube left. Ice Cube had a successful solo career upon leaving. But NWA did one of my favorite albums, In Words for Life, 100 Miles and Running. They was dope. But then it was grumbles that Dre is leaving NWA. So when Dre was leaving NWA, we was like, how the hell is Dre leaving? There's no more NWA. He's the producer. He's the DJ. Him and Ren actually used to rap at the exact same time. Remember, to the people over here, to the people over there, to the people. They used to rap at the exact same time. And then it became a time where Dre was doing his own thing. Of course, this is pre-cable. Everybody didn't have cable in their house. This is pre-internet. So if you didn't catch him saying he was leaving, you might see it in publications. You might see The Source back then. This is before Double XL, I believe. You had rap pages back then. You had like little pamphlets. The Source been around for a while. But then around 92, you just hear something that goes, yeah, and you don't stop, because it's 1-7 on the under, and you like, that's Dr. Dre. First you hear doom 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 doom, and you hear this match like I could feel it, and you hear this beat, and you like, what is that? Now you have the movie Deep Cover, which sucked, a horrible movie. But you hear this song called Deep Cover, and this is Dr. Dre. You like, who is Dr. Dre? Dr. Dre this ain't the Dr. Dre that I know. Dr. Dre rapping? But also, you hear this other guy rapping on the record that has a voice you never heard before since, in my opinion, since Brother J. But you hear this thing and you like, hold on, this is Dr. Dre? So, Deep Cover comes out, blows up, takes over, like #1 song. Everybody's freestyling to it. It's just a big record. The drums is smacking. The sample, is it a sample? I don't think it's a sample because it sounds played. The bass. So we like, okay, Dr. Dre got a new crew. You know, we figured DOC is somewhere because we know that's his pen behind a lot of stuff. But needless to say, Deep Cover comes out and blows up. And this is when we start hearing this thing called Death Row. So we like, yo, hold on. What is this? We don't care about NWA no more because there's some dude named Snoop Doggy Dogg. That voice sounds so amazing. And this is it. This is the new movement. Hey, we with it. It's you know, because when we look at NWA, we wouldn't have known that any of them had a gang affiliation if they did. But this is gangbang music now. They talking about laying down, you know, 5-0. So now Dre is doing interviews. And then he's introducing this new kid named Snoop Doggy Dogg, who's very shy, can't even look into the camera. Then this thing called a Chronic hits. And we just hear 1, 2, 3 into the 4. The whole music industry stopped. The whole music industry stopped. Was like, what is this? What is this? The whole music industry stopped. Everybody was like, okay, this is different. We didn't care nothing about NWA broke up, so what? By this time, that wasn't the same Ice Cube that we loved. But this thing called The Chronic comes out, we know Death Row is here to stay. But we start hearing that this is Dr. Dre's label with a partner by the name of Marion Suge Knight. I didn't even know what this guy looked like. We just Marion Suge Knight. We didn't know about Harry O at this particular time. Well, I didn't. I can say that I didn't. I didn't know who Harry O was. I didn't know who Dick Griffey was. We didn't even know who the lawyer was. What's the lawyer's name again? It just slipped my mind really quick. I was about to say it. David Kenner. We didn't know nothing about none of that. But then when we go back and look at some of the interviews, David Kenner spoke of Harry O back then because they had a different name for the record label. At that time, they were starting out as a management company. But they're successful with this thing called a Chronic. On the Chronic, now we start hearing Daz and Corrupt. We hear RBX. This guy named Nate Dogg. We like, yo, Dre got a squad. Now, the Chronic comes out. This production is next level according to the industry. Me, I like West Coast production. Godfather ENT. Thank you, Iceberg Slim. That's exactly what it was. Me personally, you know, I'm a Brooklyn dude, so I'd rather hear Primo. I'd rather hear Pete Rock. I'd rather hear Large Pro. I'd rather hear this style of production. Rather hear Eric Sermon. But Future Shock was another one. But this music is so clean. And I'm saying to myself, yo, is he sampling this or is he replaying this? Because I know that doom-doom-doom, doom-doom-doom, doom. I know that. I know that sample, but then I'm like, yo, this is kind of highly Parliament out. Now, we all like funk. The first time I really remember hearing the funk is What the Album. That's the first time I heard it, What the Album by Redman. Heavy George Clinton influence. But the Bomb Squad, definitely, you know, the Bomb Squad, the X-Clan, a lot of people use George Clinton. But now this dude is... He's playing the bass. And then he had somebody on there, which we later found out was Cocaine, sound a lot like George Clinton. That was Cocaine. So I'm like, damn, George Clinton on this too? Then he opens his shirt in Dre Day and it says Funkadelic. Now they're dissing Eazy-E. They're dissing Luke. They dissing Tim Dog. So I'm like, yo, hold on. This shit kind of fire. Then we realized these dudes is crippin'. See, before that, we knew MC8. We knew First Blood on record was DJ Quick to me. We knew of the Booyah Tribe, but this, now they're crippin'. So we like, because think I'm from New York. Only thing I knew about gang shit is that there were Bloods popping up in New York, which we'll get into that. But here we go with this Crippin' shit. So I didn't know. I thought Crips was the same. I didn't know anything about sets. I wasn't interested in gangs shit. You know, I'm Brooklyn dude. We our own gang. We our own. I'm from Brooklyn. That's a gang. You know, even though we had our little things that we was a part of, but something on the whole, only thing I know was banging in Little Rock. That's all I knew. I didn't know how deep it was. I'm just being real. But now, here we go with these dudes that's got these blue rags on. They got singers. They got a female. They got a kid by the name of Corrupt. That's nice. And this Snoop Doggy Dogg dude, whoa. Now they're going to produce this Doggy Style album. Now this is all under Death Row, which is owned by Dr. Dre and Marion Suge Knight. So I'm like, yo, these dudes is crazy. So we start seeing little sprinkles of the Suge guy. Little sprinkles. Start seeing little pictures of him. And all I could say was, damn, that nigga big. Because you know in the hood, when you got a little size on you, height, weight, you automatically get looked at as you ain't no joke. Let's fast forward a little bit. They do the Above the Rim soundtrack. Because Doggy Style is next level. This Snoop probably was the most anticipated artist ever in hip hop. And then came 50 Cent after that. But Snoop Dogg's the most anticipated artist ever. And sonically, I will go on record and say, sonically, and if you don't know what sonics mean, do not debate this, because I heard people say, no, sonically is Into the 36 Chambers. Probably the worst Sonic album ever. Sonically, Doggy Style is the greatest album of all time in hip hop. Sonically, there's nothing better than Doggy Style, in my opinion. Yes, there have been great albums after that, but sonically, Doggy Style is the best. That's just the best. We're going to fast forward. Because now we're in 93, 94. But then this Above the Rim soundtrack comes out. 95. 94, 95. You got a song called Regulate on there, who happens to be Dr. Dre brother. But Death Row does the soundtrack. And then this moment forever changed hip hop. This is when we really saw this dude and we heard this dude. This is when we saw this dude and he went up and took the award for the Above the Rim soundtrack for Soundtrack of the Year, and we heard this guy speak. He walked up with Danny Boy, got on the stage, and did a speech. But at this award show, we heard The South Got Something to Say by Andre 3000. We heard Brooklyn, We Did It, Biggie won. Wu-Tang was there deep. But something took place at this show that was deep because Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg balked on the crowd. They balked on the crowd. This was the beginning of the East Coast, West Coast rivalry. Because Suge gets up and says, Tupac, hold your head. We riding with you. Tupac has already been shot in Quad Studio and already in prison. So-called Biggie know what happened to him. So this is the beginning. This is the seeds of the East Coast, West Coast stuff. So he gets up there and he says, if you're tired of the executive producer, all in the videos, all in the songs, dancing, all in the records, come to Death Row. And you hear, raw. And even I was like, yeah, I'm tired of that puffy dude. I'm tired of that puffy dude. But he could have been talking about Jermaine Dupri. Because at that particular time, he was doing the same thing. But Snoop barks on the crowd. Y'all don't love us? Y'all don't love us? Hold on. He was like, y'all don't love us? Y'all don't love us? Y'all don't love Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre? And let it be known then. We know where we at. And then he had this screw face. Snoop's screw face was crazy. Blued out. Suge, look, all draped in red. All draped in red. This is the first time we seen this guy. But it wouldn't be the last that we saw him, because now we knew, hold on, that's a big ass dude. That's a big ass dude. And he looked like he don't give a fuck. Now we knew, listen, if him and Diddy got into, they shot a fair one. Diddy don't stand a chance. And at this time, it was a lot of West Coast D-Riding. But they deserved it. They deserved it. They was on top. They had the great music at the time. Biggie had Ready to Die, which, in my opinion, is, I'm going to be real with y'all. You know that's my brother. Rest in peace to Big. But it was West Coast influence. It was. And anybody who say any different, they lying. I'm not saying it was influenced by Pac. It was influenced by the West Coast. Ready to Die. First of all, dudes in New York City did not talk about dying on music. That was for Scarface and Tupac. Scarface and Tupac. East Coast dudes did not rap about shit like that. We rapped about getting high, crime, drugs, 40s, stunts, skins. That's why Ready to Die was so different, because it was West Coast influence. Machine Gun Funk. First of all, it's called funk. The funk, even though Eric Sermon was doing it first, it became a West Coast thing now that Dre, because they named it the G-Funk era. But it was gangsta funk. So although EPMD is a hardcore group, we didn't really think that they would kill somebody or nothing like that. We just knew that they wasn't no joke and they rapped their ass off. Ready to Die had a song called Machine Gun Funk. That sound, so you want to be hardcore, it sounded like Pac. I said it before, I say it a million times. I heard Pac influence on Machine Gun Funk. It's so deep. when I recorded Warning in my crib, the demo version, Biggie asked me for about 5 tracks. And he was laying vocals. Now I remember Tupac dragging his vocals. Ain't no need to being greedy. I remember him doing that. That's what he was known for. Baby, baby, that was all Tupac. I ain't gonna lie, we just gonna keep it real. So, when he asked for the vocal tracks, he was like, who the fuck is this? Paging me 5'8", what'd he say, 5? What time he said again? I forgot the damn time, but who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in. Now, he kicks the first rhyme in my crib. He says, who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. And I remember looking around like, why the fuck is he doing this Tupac shit? I bullshit you not. I bullshit you not. I'm 16 years old. He said, who the fuck is this? Because he laid the lead vocals, one take, but he had tracks going 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. And I was like, why are he doing this Tupac shit? I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why you need so many vocal tracks? But Death Row was on fire. They influenced everybody. Biggie knew Pac personally, so the influence is gonna be there. But this Source Awards 1995 was so instrumental in the culture. And shout out to Dave Mays and Benzino. You know, y'all can say how y'all feel about Benzino, but he's an instrumental, a part of hip-hop history. History. With that 95 Source Award. That shit was history. The South got something to say. The West Coast has something to say. Biggie won Lyricist of the Year. Wu-Tang was there. All these performances. That Death Row performance at the Source Awards, never seen nothing like that before. But now we know Suge Knight. Now we know this guy. This guy is on top of the world. He owns and runs $100 million company. Shit, he had the money to bail Tupac. Now, mind you, Tupac is in prison for SA that many people feel like he got railroaded in. Snoop decides, and this was the thing about Snoop that he doesn't get credit for. Snoop was the biggest rapper in hip-hop culture. Snoop was the biggest rapper in hip-hop culture at that time. And he told Suge, we need to go get Pac. He could have been selfish. He didn't have to share that light. So when Pac came to Death Row and blew up, that was because Snoop took a backseat. Snoop was the biggest. Snoop was the biggest. But they get Pac. Snoop, murder was the case. Suge pays for Snoop murder trial. And the fucked up shit about that, they really laid dude down. But Snoop didn't do it. Snoop didn't do it. But his bodyguard did. So dude is really dead. Snoop on the run. He even people saying that's a lie. Snoop Dogg, first of all, I'm not gonna argue with y'all because again, I don't deal with feelings, I deal with facts. Snoop Dogg was a bigger artist than Tupac at that time. Straight up. Murder was the case. Millions. 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 Doggy Style sold millions. Was a big artist. Major artist. But I know y'all be on Tupac dick, so you know y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Pac was in, how could he have been a big artist if he was in prison? Anyway, he took a back seat. First of all, when Pac came out, 800,000, this is what I'm saying. First of all, when he came out, all those records they had, they gave to Pac, as they should have. But anyway, Snoop only had one album, so what was Murder Was the Case album? I don't like to debate hip-hop history with y'all because y'all are newbies. Y'all peons. Y'all are peons when it comes to hip-hop history. He was a bigger artist because he was in movies. Anyway, all right, this is where let me just keep going because sometimes I get caught up in y'all stupidity. I'll just let y'all be dumb in there. Anyway, I said an artist, but they talk about movies. See how... Anyway. Before... Anyway. Now, Suge, front and center. But something is going on in Death Row. It's starting to get a little different. Because Tupac gets out, he joins the label, and then now they are out of control. California Love comes out. All Eyes on Me. This is crazy. California. But now we're hearing Dre is leaving. Then we start realizing, hold on. Why do Suge wear all red all the time? Tupac gets out. And then he starts saying shit like M.O.B. He's naming these guys. He's naming these guys that we don't know who these guys are. We don't know who these guys are. But Tupac is naming Heron, Buntry, rest in peace. He's naming these names, and then Death Row Uncut comes out. Then we start seeing, hold on. East Coast, West Coast shit going on. What the hell is Jodeci doing with Suge? Mary J. Blige is there too. They trying to do a Death Row East? What the hell is going on? This Suge guy. And then Dre is leaving. Dre is leaving. So we like, how the hell is Dre leaving? It's over. Nah, that shit got bigger. Tupac was just out of control. It was just out of control. It's just out of control. The Dog Pound rocking. When Tupac got there, then we started seeing Suge more. He started being there. They on top. California Love video. Death Row Uncut is out. JoJo is talking about how he whipped out BBD. JoJo from Jodeci. Jodeci is on Death Row. We see Mario there. Then he diss Big. Hit 'Em Up comes out. And we like. Machiavelli album. All of this shit is heating up. Suge is Suge Knight. Suge is Suge Knight at this time. Dre gone. He's sitting there doing, I've been there. I done that. Nah, that ain't gonna work, Dre. That ain't gonna work. The aftermath, that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. DJ Quick is there. Yes, DJ Quick is there. They got the West Coast crazy. The West Coast is crazy. We don't stand a chance. We don't stand a chance. On the East Coast, niggas is still going, I'm sick, I'm psycho, I'm crazy. Niggas still rapping like that. You had Nas, you had certain people, you had Jay-Z giving us sprinkles. But Wu-Tang, respectfully, never really represented the East Coast to me. And that was really our only hope. Mobb Deep tried. It's just too powerful, man. Shit was just too powerful. It's too powerful. You got Nate Dogg doing hooks everywhere. Ain't no fun. Regulate. It just was just too powerful. But then we started seeing the goons. We started seeing the goons. We started seeing Suge light this cigar. Have this boss mafioso persona. He got this persona like the big. Listen, first of all, he not little. Time out. He not no small dude. He look like he could whip ass. But then we start seeing the goons. We see Death Row Uncut. We start seeing the goons. We start seeing the goons. To where Easy do Compton City G's. Remember he did that, which was a dope record to me. We see Nate Dogg rock them with a damn golf club. You got BG Knockout and Dre stuff. But this West Coast shit is strong, man. And it's rocking. The music is dope. Of course, we don't fuck with the production like that because again, we from boom bap. We're from like I said, Pete Rock, Marley Marl and all that, but this shit is, we can't front on it. They got these big budget videos. And then Diddy's on top, but this nigga doing, you know, R&B hip hop shit. We got the locks, you know, but them niggas doing If You Think I'm Jiggy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no gangster shit. The niggas doing Honey and shit. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is rocking over there. These niggas is rocking over there. And then shit start to happen. The Chronic is released. Like I said, Doggy Style is released. Other releases, everything. Selling crazy records. But then 95, after the Source Awards, like I said, start getting a little spooky because this East Coast, West Coast thing is happening. Suge is coming to New York. Now, if you look at my interview with Chris Gotti, Suge made a play on Murder Inc. and tried to take Ja Rule. Did an interview with Chris Gotti. Suge made a play for Ja Rule at one point. Suge was snatching up everybody. Everybody coming to death row. Everybody. One night, Dre and Snoop was in the tunnel. They was in a tunnel. And it was rocking. They was in a tunnel. But they dropped so many records that was dope. But then Dre, let's move on. Dre leaves. This East Coast, West Coast shit is in full swing. They still had Pac. But Pac is out on bond. Pac is out on bond for the essay. And then we know what happened that night in Vegas. And that night in Vegas forever changed everything because Pac ended up dying. Suge goes to jail for 9 years. 9 years. And I know I skipped around a lot of stuff. I skipped around a lot of stuff because I didn't really, so much to talk about. We'd be here for 10 hours. You could fill in the blanks. Suge goes to jail. And shit just fell apart. It was over. Snoop wanted to leave. He left. He went to No Limit. It was just a decline. They didn't have nothing no more. Although they released the Machiavelli, that was the last thing they had. But it wasn't enough. They tried to do Death Row East. Wasn't enough. Nate Dogg never released the album, even though they did do a Christmas. You like that? I used to like that Christmas album. That Santa Claus. I used to like that. But they got dropped by Interscope. Rage is gone. Michelle A. Everybody's gone. It's just not the same no more. That 100 million is gone. They tried to change the name to The Row. Remember, they tried to change the name to The Row. They signed Crooked Eye, then they supposed to do something with Murder Inc. Remember? They had The Row. Crooked Eye was over there. But it's just not the same. It's just not the same. Dad start dissing them. Corrupt goes back to Death Row. They got Left Eye. They got The Row, but it's not the same. They got Left Eye supposed to be there. Her name is Nina. Corrupt goes back. They supposed to sign. They had Petey Pablo. It just wasn't the same. Wasn't the same. What we knew and was gone. The mystique was gone. This is The Row. 2006. Lydia Harris sues them. Wins a lawsuit. Daz wins a lawsuit. Suge files for bankruptcy. At this particular time, I think the damn record label went from 100 million worth 18 million. It's over. It's over. He loses the label. I think they sold it to Hasbro or some shit like that. It's over. Now, the deep thing about all of this is it was once $100 million. It was once worth $100 million. It's worth $100 million. Now, at this present time, Snoop's running it. Harry O was out. Now, the point that I'm making to y'all is if we never knew who Suge Knight was from this day, this was the most prideful moment that he had. He even said he knocked Diddy baby moms down. Tupac said he knocked Faith down. He was like, he knocked Diddy baby moms down, which I heard. And I don't, this is not gossip, but I heard from reliable sources that Mary J. Blige is the one who lined all that up. Because remember, Mary was messing with KC, who was over at Death Row now. So if she go see KC, where's she going? She not going to Bad Boy. She ain't going to Uptown. They was managed by Death Row. That's why they was in the How Do You Want It video. And rumor has it, allegedly, Tupac was knocking it down too. So, that's the pride. The fall is, we saw him laying on the floor. We saw him walking around Cali by himself, smoking cigars. The entourage was gone. The street dudes was gone. Most of the street dudes that was around him are deceased. And we saw him laying on the floor. So that is literally the fall. We saw Suge Knight knocked out on the floor. This once man with the big stature, who had the goons around him, had the mob around him. We saw him like this, taking a nap. It was over. It was over. Once we saw him laying out, the mystique was gone. That's it. The boogeyman is gone. But I often wonder if he didn't get on that stage in 1995, if he didn't start getting on the cameras, if he didn't start talking more, if he stayed in the background and just ran the label, which he was running elegantly. They was running. They was successful. Whoever's making them business decision as far as marketing and promo, they was doing their thing. They was doing their thing. So then we have the incident on the Straight Outta Compton set where he runs over his homeboy. Now he's never gonna get out of prison probably in our lifetime. And see, this is the fall. And the moral to the story is just like I did with Diddy. Just like I did with Dame Dash. Sometimes you gotta know when to shut the hell up. You are a target because you're a black man that got so much power. You got a lot of power. One thing you forget is the power you possess, and all these niggas learn. Who gave you the power? Who put you in that position? Who gave you that money? For example, if Death Row did not deal with Jimmy Iovine, Interscope was going under. That's a fact. Suge and Dre saved Interscope. Interscope was going under. But what do we do when we get power? We display it by being some of the dumbest niggas in existence. We take it, we put it in the street, feed the wolves. You know, the wolves gotta eat, the wolves is out. We start developing all of this mentality that we're legitimate now. We're legitimate. We got businesses. We might be in the stock market. But what we want to do, we want to show that we ain't no joke. See, we can't rest on our success. We just got to be like, yo, nah, we got to do this. We got to do that. That's the pride. That's the pride. Nah, my dudes is my security. We don't get real security. Guru Roach, that's the bro right there. Suge called him last year asking him to sue Snoop and Devontae, and he passed. There's actual facts because that's my bro right there. So he gets a lot of them calls. But Suge was never supposed to be on camera, was never supposed to take a picture, never was supposed to say anything. But the minute we want to do, the minute we get some ones, we want to go into the abyss of what the hell we getting money to get away from. I'm not saying abandon the hood. I'm not saying leave your people, but damn, what happened to making people legitimate? Shit, if I got a corporate company, I could actually train y'all and hire y'all to do stuff. And that's what he was doing. He did feed a lot of people. He fed a lot of people. But the issue was it was so much criminality with it because these are street guys who got street problems, but now we got bread to get some burners. We got bread to get some cars. We got burners to get chains, and we got burners to get guns. And you go right back to the street. And what happens when you feed the wolves? When you take the money from the wolves or you lose the money from the wolves, what happens? The wolves start turning on each other and they start turning on you. You can't tell somebody, hey, you getting $1,500 a week. Money got slow, so I can't pay you. This nigga been depending on this. He done stop hustling. He'll knock anybody out for you. He'll lay anybody down for you. Money gets slow. Hey, you can't tell the street dudes that. Your money got slow. We getting sued. We getting investigated. Nah, I don't want to hear that. Give me mine. So that's what happened with a lot of the mob dudes. They started hurting each other. Ask around. They started going at each other. The money was gone. Don't you find it ironic that it's 2024? Biggie, dead. Nate Dogg, dead. Tupac, dead. Black Rob, dead. Craig Mack, dead. Diddy, in jail. Might never get out. He already in his 50s. That man get 30 years, he ain't coming home. Suge, in jail. Look how the whole scenario played out. These two men was almost worth $1 billion off of music. It ain't had nothing to do with no champagne. It ain't had nothing to do with no liquor. None of that. They was worth $1 billion between them two off of music. In the early 90s. Look how the story ends. The two people who started Bad Boy, two artists, is deceased and the goddamn CEO is in prison. The biggest artist on death row, Pac, is deceased. The biggest R&B artist, Jewel, deceased. Nate Dogg, deceased. Suge is in prison. And a lot of them goons is deceased too. Buntry, deceased. Heron, deceased. That was putting in that work for sure. Wolf, deceased. That don't bug y'all out? See, the problem is we forget. Ice Cube said something very, very instrumental. We forget Because when we sit in a seat, we forget. Ice Cube said on True to the Game, they'll have a new nigga next year. And we forget because we get to buy the best cars. We get to pass around chicks. You know, all of them got the same baby moms. You know, Future, some football player in Bow Wow got the same baby moms. Lil Wayne and The Dream got the same baby moms. Y'all don't see something wrong with that? Like you can't meet a chick in Target. You can't meet somebody. How y'all got the same baby moms? Y'all acting like dudes in the hood cause in the hood, dudes don't got no choice. You worldly. You got the same baby moms 3 times over. So that's you. Oh, he brought his baby moms. I'm getting that. They give you the cars, they give you the jewelry, they give you the cribs, they give you the property, they give you everything. And then they take all that shit back because they all down together. When they put the chain on your neck, where did they get the chain from? They're a jeweler. When they give you the whip, where did they get the whip from? And look how ironic it is. They give you whips and chains. You think you free and you got whips and chains? Just deal with the esoteric meaning of those names. Whips and chains, and you think you free. And the minute you want to go, what they take back? Those whips and those chains. Gotta go. Or you find out it was 10 carat with moissanite and it ain't worth nothing. You got whips, you got chains, you got a crib, it ain't yours. They sick the chicks on you. They sick the women on you. And you think you up. So the cautionary tale is the Yo Gottis of the present day. His brother allegedly, or I guess it was proven in court, so I don't have to say allegedly, put the bag on young Dolph's head. So if Yo Gotti end up going down for behind the shit his brother did, this is Death Row and Bad Boy all over. This is all the same shit all over again. The same shit. Dudes, the pride before the fall. Motherfuckers get whips and chains and think they free. Because we keep forgetting. That's like all these podcast niggas watch. They niggas be like, oh, I just signed a deal with such and such. What was the terms and conditions of the deal you signed? Because I know you don't think your voice mean that much. I know you don't think that you're that introspective and that deep if you talk about the same shit every week. Because the minute you say something to wake up the people, the minute you say something to inspire or invoke change in the people, and you stop talking about nigga shit weekly and daily, there goes the money. Let me take the money from him. Because all y'all got numbers because y'all niggas. And y'all act like it and y'all perpetuate that mentality, and that's how y'all carry yourself. So you can sit there in your flip-flops and your fucking legs crossed and act like you got it. Who gave it to you? See, ladies and gentlemen, that's what selling your soul is. Y'all always think it's going in the back room and somebody fucking tickle your fancy, or you fucking loaned your face to somebody. Y'all always think it's that. Selling your soul is anything that goes against your MVP, morals, values, and principles, for a bag. But at what cost, though? I mean, some people don't have a soul. Most of these podcast dudes, and I'm going to say them, they drink excessively. They get their nose dirty. And that's their bond. That's why they do each other's shows and sit around fraternizing with each other, because they get high. Some of y'all will never be in those rooms. You know why? Because you don't get high. You don't fondue another guy. You don't do certain things, so you can't be around. Don't think that you not, listen to me. Don't think you're not around because you don't have the talent. No, you're not around because you're not down with the program. Because as we sit there and look at somebody like a Diddy, who was enabling him? Who was there? It had to be a whole rink of people that was there. There had to be a whole lot of people who was there. Because why they don't mention him no more? Why everybody? What Ali Vegas said? He sent a stylist at you. And if you put on that shirt, they say he ready. What has been some of these dudes' tests? What has been the test? You start seeing them in them funny hats. You start seeing them in blouses. You start seeing them with pocketbooks. Who tested them? Y'all don't ask yourself that, like, yo, why the hell you got that on? He said they send the stylist at you, and if you put on that shirt, they say he ready. Go for it. So when you see the Pusha T's, when you see them weird-ass big hats dudes got on, because there's no way in hell I'm going to go to the store and say, hey, man, I want a hat like the dude from Curious George. It's all a test. And you so prideful, not knowing, y'all still trading places. Niggas bet $1. Bet you we make this nigga. Niggas bet $1. They took Dan Aykroyd and moved him and put Eddie Murphy in there. What Eddie Murphy said is these guys a bunch of... Remember? He was wondering why they picked me. I'm a bum. Roxanne. Remember all that? He on his knees begging. He said, what are they? These guys a bunch of fun boys? They bet $1. What you think the movies is about? But you'll look at the movie and you'll just think it's deep. They bet $1. $1. And he even questioned, these dudes a bunch of fun boys or something? Watch Trading Places again. You're going to look at it different. You're going to look at it different. But everybody get prideful. Dudes get money. First thing they want to do is talk about they ones. We getting this, we getting money, we getting money. Everybody getting money. Again, I told you a homeless person make more money than all of us. Because if he sit out there and get $1 and he pass 7,000 people in the day, even if he get 50 cents from 7,000 people, he make more money on the daily than we do. Facts. Panhandling is big business. That's why you see some of them Asians out there. You see some of them Middle Easterners out there begging. Why? Because it's big business. But you looking at them like a bum. Fuck could I be a bum if I make $700 a day and you ain't make that in a week? Today. Don't go past nobody that got a baby out there. You see them with signs now. Be like, yo, why you don't go ask your people? Shit, on Atlantic Avenue and 4th Avenue, you got nothing but Arab stores. And women be out there begging. This is a fact. Right by Medina, right by the incense spot. Right by the big clock. So as you accomplish what you accomplish, take pride when you did it right. Take pride in your accomplishments. But if you're going to be a damn fool, you're going to fall. The story don't change for nobody. The story is the story. The story is already predetermined and written, just like Trading Places. What was trading places? They traded Dan Aykroyd for Eddie Murphy. Bet $1. They bet $1. So you don't think these billionaires sit up in these corporate companies and they bet on you? And one of them say, we passed on him. We didn't think he had what it took. All it is an investment. It's the same thing. It ain't about talent. It's about what you're willing to do. What message you willing to convey? What are you willing to do? How can I get my product through you to your people? That's why niggas always selling yak. That's why they always selling yak. LeBron James got whiskey. Fuck he need whiskey for? Do you even drink? You an athlete. You can't get no water? Just really think about that. Snoop Dogg and Dre, gin and juice. Why is everybody always trying to sell us liquor? Because that's all they think we are, is a bunch of fucking alcoholics. That's why every podcast dude got a Blue Chew ad. Because all they think we do is drink, smoke, and fuck. That's what they think about us. And you know what? We play that role so well, they got a right to think about us like that. Just look at the fucking coonery and buffoonery that goes on. And I'm not going to preach to the choir tonight because I ain't nothing I ain't never said. Ain't nothing I ain't never said. But you have to open your eyes and realize, like, yo, hold on, man. Just like some of y'all will say, nah, Democrats can't fool us no more. We ain't voting for Democrats. When y'all gonna get off that yak? When y'all gonna get off that weird-ass weed? When y'all gonna stop running around trying to smash everything raw? All this shit is a game. It's the problem because you gonna, listen to me, you're going to fall. What you think, you an exception? You do dumb shit come back. Or you think you're gonna go outside and put in work and ain't nobody gonna kill you or you ain't going to jail. You think you gonna go around and not catch the Batman forever. Oh, you, because you're an exception, but you watch it. So unfortunately, as we see some of these guys do stupid shit, we gotta learn from it. 50 Cent didn't sell vitamin water. He invested in it. And vitamin water is probably the worst shit you can drink. You think it's good because it say water? Do you look in ingredients or you just, oh, it's water? You know, and sometimes instead of trying to get a word in edgewise, you gotta do what some of the gods would say is do the knowledge. Y'all put the wisdom before the knowledge too much. You ain't even do the knowledge. Do the knowledge. Study first. Stop talking. Because you taking it off face value because it say water. And you like, yeah, it said water. So does Gatorade. Gatorade is probably the worst shit you could drink. Powerade, and do you read the ingredients? Just saying. 50's in that vitamin water, though. He sold vitamin water. Did that nigga have a store or did he invest in it? And got money from it. This ain't about me and what I drink. It ain't even about me. It ain't even about me. Why is it about me? Everybody knows what I drink. You're new here. Everybody knows what I drink. And I don't drink liquor. I don't drink Gatorade. I don't drink none of that shit. I drink water. That's all I drink. I don't even drink juice. But you're new here. Again, if you sit back, chill out, you're going to have some fun. We're going to talk. We're going to laugh. We're going to crack a lot of jokes. But one thing you shouldn't do is talk out of turn, because there's many people that it's their turn before it's yours. I don't know you. I'm familiar with everybody here, though. All I do is drink water. That's it. They hate when I say it because, you know, it rattles cuss these chains. I don't drink liquor, don't drink no alcohol, and I don't smoke nothing. That's it. I get high off accomplishments. I get high off of whatever goals I set for myself, and I accomplish it. Yeah, Lady Hotep, if you look at juice, it'll say made with real juice. Read them. Again, read the ingredients on everything. That's all I'm going to say. Read the ingredients. And before you put it in your body, most of the time, y'all put it in the bodies of your babies. What's in the water, though? See? So, first of all, Soup Bone, you said some stupid shit earlier. Your name is Soup Bone. What's in the water? Water's in the water. I don't drink water with ingredients. I don't drink alkaline water. I don't drink none of that. If my water got ingredients, I don't drink it. What's in the water, though? Another one. What's in the water? What's in anything? And your name is Soup Bone. Said slick shit earlier. I saw it, but I let you slide. I want y'all to know I got an eagle eye. I see fuck shit. Just don't choose to address everything. And then some of y'all double down and say it 2-3 times. What's in the water? The fucking water, H2O. Hydrogen and oxygen. Would you think I drink seawater? You think I could fluoride be... Faucet water got fluoride. Anyway. Ain't fluoride in your water. What a dumbass. Ain't fluoride in your water. Who drinks tap water? I don't even cook my food in tap water. Yeah, word. What's in your water? That's the new shit, right? What you drinking, water? What's in your water? Oh my God. What's in your water? Hold on.
My nigga, what's in your water?
Yo, bus driver, back door, because I don't know what's in your water. What's in your water? H2O?
So you mean to tell me that you drinking water? What's in your water, though? You don't drink liquor, you don't drink vitamin water, you don't drink Gatorade or Powerade. But what's in your water,
My nigga, you ain't got no fluoride in there?
How you know you don't got no toothpaste in your water? It could be fluoride in there.
One gotta just, we gotta have one. And then it's way that even if you have water, it's way to alkaline your water. You use lemon or lime. He drink bone marrow soup. See, Big Ma, somebody's name is Soup Bone. Oh, what kind of bone is in your water? Because you could be... I know a lot of us call our Johnson a bone. If you drinking Soup Bone, Nah. You got bone in your water. You got bone in your soup. That nigga got bone in his soup. He ain't say ramen. Henry Blanco, what's good, my bro? Listen, he ain't say ramen. He ain't say no leeks. He ain't say no bok choy. This nigga said he got bone in his soup. Bone? Come on, fam. Bone in your soup? Out of all the shit you could put, let me get that bone in my soup. Yo. He ain't say ramen. This nigga ain't say bean sprouts. This nigga just want bone in his soup. He ain't say marrow. He ain't say bone broth. Just soup bone. That means it's a strong possibility that while he drinking his soup, he let somebody walk past and dip they fucking in his soup. He like to get dipped in his soup. That's all I could come up with. You are eating soup. Can't. I caught the slick shit earlier. I let it slide. This nigga drink. That's no. That is the meaning of alphabet soup. Get it? Alphabet. Like, hey man, this soup tastes funny. Yo, what you doing? Yo, what you doing out there? Do me a favor. Come by. Dip your in my soup. This nigga be like, it tastes better now. Goodness gracious, alphabet soup. This nigga ain't say no minestrones, no beans, no little couscouses, nothing. This nigga just want bone soup. Holy shit. This nigga want that little Nas X pack. I seen somebody say I should open the phone lines back open. The last time, first of all, sometimes the phone being open attracts bozos. And I can't screen people. And the last time I had the phone lines open, somebody said something and messed up. They penalized me for that. So never again. Look, soup bone. He said, look at me. Why he mad though? How could somebody be mad at me cracking jokes and laughing at the same time? That's when people lose the argument. They start saying, you mad, but you mad. This ain't no camera on 60 Minutes. Shit, ain't nobody mad. What the fuck I gotta be mad for? I'm chilling. I'm not watching you, you watching me. They say the plastic bottles contaminate the water we buy. Well, if you have the water for like 6 months and you freeze it and you have it in heat, yeah, the plastic could mess it up. But I mean, shit, we don't got no wells or no springs. The water still has to be transported. Shit, you could have a contaminated cup. You could have a contaminated cup. Like, you know, some of y'all don't wash your dishes correctly. So shit happens. But again, but before I go, I do want to say, as you progress in what you're doing, you have to realize some things should be left behind you. If you still have a street mentality, you're going to fall. Many of us, that's where we come from, but that doesn't have to be how story ends. It doesn't even have to be a part of our story. It should be a part of the success story from rags to riches. If you're doing it the right way. But if you have ill intention, think about this, right? Because most of you go through this, and most of you are going to go through this, right? Some people want to deal with you and mess with you, and they have no intention on doing right by you. They be like, yo, I want to rock with him, You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm a rob 'em. You ever think about that? Some people be like, some people just think about using you. You know, you say you know you might meet a shorty and whisper some sweet nothings in her ear because you want to beat. But what was the moral of the story of that she didn't pick up? The dude whispered sweet nothings. What the hell is how can nothing be sweet? What's sweet about nothing? That's a sin. Whispered sweet nothings. Your whole plan was to beat, but you're gonna be like, nah, you know, I can't go to sleep until I hear you. You're gonna say all that shit till you beat. Some people really have malicious intent. So if you getting in the culture and you doing things with fucked up intent, you're gonna fall. Yeah, you could be flying high for a little while. You're going to fall. That's why intentions is everything. You just never know what people's intentions are, especially not in this day and time. You know what I'm saying? We never know in this day and time what people's intentions are because everybody comes with a smile until they no longer need you or you tell them no. You get what I'm saying? Until you tell them no. So if you doing something and your plan is, yo, I'm going to get rich. Well, anybody could get rich, but how you going to get rich? Are you going to do it the right way? Are you going to do it the slow process or you going to cut corners? Just look at life like a flight of steps. Every now and again, you could skip a step. Think about when you're walking up the steps. Normally, you go step by step. Every now and again, you can skip a step. But if you try to skip 2 steps, get a little spooky. If you skip 3, and if you fall, you're either going to fall all the way back down and start from the beginning, or you're going to fall and you can't go up the steps no more because you injured yourself. So the best thing you can do is just go step by step. It's a little slower. It's a little slower. But people will credit Nipsey for it, but it's really Jay-Z. Jay-Z said it's a marathon. Started off fast, now you wheezing in the back. All this shit is a marathon. Your pace is your pace. Stop setting your pace based off of what people's illusion is showing you. Because everybody's living an illusion. You see that couple, you see happy, relationship goals, shit be cap. Because you'll see one day, yo, they divorcing how? They was just happy. No, they were capping. Happy people just live happy. You don't show happiness. How do you show happiness? Motherfucker get a couple of dollars. They be like, yo, man, I just got this green controller. Then you got it for you or you got it for us. Not saying, you know, don't show your accomplishments and shit, but a lot of people be capping. And you be living off of people's illusion, thinking that your life is slow and thinking that you're not moving fast enough based off of somebody else's illusion. That's why I don't live off of people's illusion. I be like, all right, congratulations. Or he doing this, that, and the third. Congratulations. But that person don't set the bar or the precedent for what I'm trying to do. Salute to them. Salute to them. So you be sitting there looking at Cap and you be taking penitentiary chances. You doing all this shit for Cap. You got people that are, you know, they be in Airbnbs. They be walking around. Look how we found out Pimp My Ride, Cap. MTV Cribs, Cap. But you really was like, damn, man, I want a crib just like him. Damn, don't see the way. See, again, the intentions wasn't pure. Remember, a lot of things you see are to deceive you because they want you in the mind state of a consumer. You are here to purchase stuff. That's what we bred for. We're bred to be buyers. We're bred to something come out, we think we gotta have it. That's why it's marketed and promote it. So we sit there and be like, damn, man, you see this? I need that. It's the difference between needs and wants. You think you need something. Why? Because that is what's going to put you ahead of them. That's why people will come from the projects and stand online for Jordans. They're not resellers. They're going to go stand outside the projects with Jordans on, stand on the block. And they going to walk up to you. You be sitting there chilling, minding your business, and they walk up and be like, I had paid $400 for these. And you're like, no doubt. They think things validate them. If you're not valid, nothing can validate you. Because even when you think materialism and material things validate you, now you got people who want to use you for your validation. That's why I was talking about clout chasing. If you already got clout, you don't got to chase it. You know what clout means? Where's my phone? I ain't got it. Hold on. Let's look up clout. You got different meanings of it. But slang means fame or popularity. That's how we use it. We don't use the definition that it really means. Look, it means a cloth. A blow, especially with a hand, that should actually mean hitting some damn body. Ain't that something? But number 4 is where we at. Pull or influence. Pull or influence. So when you chasing clout, again, I'm somebody who already was popular, always had pull, always had influence. I don't have to chase clout. I'm from my neighborhood. I am who I am. I'm from Brooklyn, Fulton Street. Always with somebody since I was a baby. Always was somebody. Always was popular. I didn't come on the internet to be popular. I didn't want to be popular. That's why I didn't get on the internet until like 10 years into me doing what I was doing. But you see people doing stuff for clout. You see it. If you got clout, you got clout. You ain't gotta front. You ain't gotta do all this crazy stuff. I be seeing they're like, damn, this nigga clout chasing. Like, that's what clout chasing mean. You trying to be famous. You trying to do shit. That's what clout chasing is. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a clout chase. If you already somebody, what are you chasing clout for? Shit, many of us dumb our shit down. Some of us dumb down our popularity. You know, shit. If it was about clout, you know how much shit I would post? You know how much shit I would put out there? But I don't care about that. Some people do. That's why they're called clout chasers. You want fame and you want popularity. But anyway, moral of the story. Moral of the story. Even Gangstar had a song called Speak Your Clout. Old ass song. But moral of the story is, again, when you do what you do it the right way. Don't have bad intentions. Don't let this shit corrupt you. Don't let money corrupt you. Don't let your situation corrupt you. Don't let your situation corrupt you. Have good intention. If you're here to help your people, help your people. But if you doing it to outdo somebody, get back at somebody, or do this, you gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Diddy. Remember they whole things? You ain't got a Rolex like this. You ain't got this. You ain't got that. It was all about what he had. Now look, I said it before, I say it again. Now you ate better than Diddy today. How about that? And you ain't got $1 billion. You ain't even got 1 billion pennies. Suge. All he could do is tell stories. That's all he could do was tell stories about what he was. But you out here, you still got the opportunity to not only be and grow. To be and grow. They're telling shit from a has-been thing. You live better than Diddy. You ate better than Diddy today. Ain't that some shit? Just really think about it. You drove, listen, you could have a motherfucking 1991 Honda. You drove better than him today. You know why? Because he can't drive. This motherfucker's actually in chains. Just think about that. $1 billion boats, chains. Suge Knight, $300 million company, all the goons, smashing Miss LA after Dr. Dre, getting all his box, all his stature. Now you in prison. Is it really worth it? Was it really worth it? I mean, some people rather have it than never had it at all. So, anyway, I'm good. But yo, that's it. I'm Doggie Diamonds, man. Make sure you share this. Make sure you like this. Mad audios coming. I've been behind on the audios. My bad, but I got to put all these audios up. Doggie Diamonds No Filter is on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. You could look it up. I'm going back to the Interlude TV still next week. I'm about to start doing album reviews. I got a lot that I'm working on. Why you keep saying stay away from the door? Why you talking about a door? I don't even really think that's funny. Because the only person I ever heard talk about the door originally was Nori explain the doors. Then the other person that I heard talk about the door is a person that actually went through the door. That's how they got in where they at today. That's what we know them for going through the door. So as telling me to stay away from doors or anything like that, come on, man. I'm a fucking grown-ass man. Grown man. Man. You about to stay away from the doors. The person who always talk about the door went through the door. That's his claim to fame. Nori was explaining something. The other dude took it and ran with it and ran through it and got ran through at the same time. Again, niggas broken, and got broken. Well, we don't talk about bozos no more. But I just wanted to just say that. Well, the album reviews that I'm doing is with the artist. We're going to get back to the music. We're going to get back at talking about the music, but I will only talk about the music with the artist. I'm not going to be sitting here reviewing nobody goddamn music and they acting like they some celebrity and they don't know who I am because, again, I'm going to tell y'all again, a lot of people DM me and they commend me on my bravery, but publicly they won't say nothing. But a lot of people DM me and holler at me. But if I do Young Chris, if I review his record, he got to sit here with me and talk about it. And until they do that, I'm not reviewing nobody's music. So the reviews is for only people that's going to go through the music with us. Because everybody's suffering through sales. Everybody is suffering through streams. Because they not talking about their music. They on there eating tacos and shit like that. You don't even be knowing people got music out. So if you want your music reviewed, you got to hit me up at Doggie Diamonds and say, hey, I want to do a music review. I want to sit down with you. We could do it via Zoom. And let's talk about the music. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't on nobody's sack. I ain't going to be sitting there, yo, this album is... Nope. Because they don't appreciate shit. But if they hit me they appreciate it. Nah, we ain't keeping nothing soupy. What we are, we out though. Y'all wildin', man. Damn, what's this? Oh, that's the promo. I felt like doing something real quick. Where is this? I missed this. Whoa. Before we go, you was here when I only had 30 people watching Ungrateful. I ain't never had 30 people watching me, so you sound like a damn fool. I've always had numbers. So saying that you was here when I had 30 people watching me, you got me twisted. I came into this with a podcast deal and all that. Stop confusing me with them other bozos, please. I ain't never had 30 people watching me. Ever. It always was 300 and better in the early days before they started playing with, But I was here. You know what? This was gonna happen. You ain't even gotta worry about watching me no more. I'm ungrateful. Good. I don't want people like you that want to call me names. I'm ungrateful. You ain't gotta worry about me no more. You ain't even gotta worry about me no more. Don't watch me. I don't want people like you watching me that want to call me ungrateful because you said some dumb shit and I checked you. I never had 30 people watching me, ever. I started on 2015. I was the first person going live besides Star. Star started it, and then I followed him, and I got some tips and pointers from him. Don't ever say I had 30 people watching me, ever. Okay? But now you ain't got to worry about watching me no more. You want to call me ungrateful? Yeah, I'm ungrateful to disrespectful people. Now, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, you made me stop my outro and all that. Peace.